Hello and welcome back to our Sandbox Zoo. It's time for, I suppose, one of the final episodes where we build in this small entrance section. And after that, it's onwards with our, where is it? Here, our beautiful monorail. No idea how that's going to work. Also, I don't know if I want to do the monorail. It's a monorail. But I stopped researching anything else because I'm a scrub, so we'll see. I mean, research won't stop me. Anyways, today it's time to build a habitat for our red pandas who are going to be living here. I decided that I'm just not going to care too much about the fact that it's going to be a mostly square habitat because this isn't a sandbox zoo. It doesn't have to look perfect. So we're gonna go with that. Still going to try to make it look nice, but I'm not going to ever freak out about the fact that it doesn't look perfect. These are kind of cute for European fencing. I just don't think that, European fencing is a good go-to for this zoo. Especially since it's monkeys. Oh, well, not monkeys, but they behave like monkeys. So I'm going to do is I'm going to use half height wood walls, or like 1 meter height wood walls. The rustic stone looks cool, but I mean, why not? Why wouldn't I? I think it fits because we have this kind of the stone type I would prefer for this. Because we have this weird mixture of modern and it's definitely doesn't work. This mixture of modern and very jungle and like tropical vibes, so that might fit in. Let's just make sure that this is aligned properly. Yeah. Now, red pandas don't need huge habitats. I'm going to give them a decently sized one, but nothing too big. That's going to be an issue here. Because we have a mountain. I'm going to do the thing where I keep pandas underground anyways. Because I can. And then I guess I'll just need to stack more on top of that. Yeah. What do you mean it's not working that way? Game. Hello. Please let me do my thing. Please. This is all I have. It's just putting it down again. Okay. Okay. See if I can actually start it from this thing or not. I'm cautiously optimistic. It did give us a grid. Oh yeah. And of course it doesn't line up completely. What was I expecting? Why do you not line up completely? You should be lining up. Because this does line up. You know what? Just manually fix that. And I guess this little back bit could become more of an indoor structure anyways. Since we do need the obligatory indoor structure here. You know, just to ensure that the animals actually have some sort of indoor hidey space. Yep, okay. And then we want to go and in fencing, grab these mesh panels. using white for them just because, you know, because I can. I need to quickly figure out how far down this has to go. Actually touch the ground. No! No! Why? You know, unnecessarily intricate builds in a game mode where I'm not there, technically speaking, to build things. Perfectly viable. Oh god, I can't see this properly. Yeah, okay. But you know what? It's gonna be a decent habitat at least, I think. I don't have to work with glass. And I'm just gonna let the game run, because we do still need our animals to, you know, exist. No, 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 no. I just want you to reach like maybe this, not of it. Here, didn't do anything. Get out that one. And then grab this, duplicate it, flip it, and just place it so that it lines up. The other one. This would be so much easier if this wasn't a tiny metal grid. Alas, I have picked the tiny metal grid. Tiny metal grid. Good job, brain. But I think, other than that, we're doing good. We've had a lot of lemur offspring. Hopefully some with good stats, so we can actually keep them and breed them. Yeah, I want me some lemurs for this zoo long term. I mean, they can get annoying as hell late game, because they're, I don't know, but I've always had issues with lemurs, in my old zoos, or like, you know, zoos that I've kept for long times. It's usually just stress related, even though, you know, you have the good old double-sided glass, you have the please kindly shut up visitor signs, all that. Yeah, they just keep screeching. And then you get unhappy lemurs, and unhappy lemurs are really not the way to go in this economy. Right, so that's the fencing I'm gonna do. Can I grab a piece of fence, please? Thanks. Whee! And then we need to copy that over here to align it with this fence. And then we've had all the wonky bits, I think. It's like 1 pixel. 1 pixel away from perfection. It looks about right. So starting from this, I'm going to do something very difficult. Not sure why I'm even doing it. But, here. Just make sure this lines up perfectly. Yes, this is actually going to be part of the building, so it would be kind of annoying if it doesn't line up. I think that works. I don't know if I like this yet. It might be too much stone total. But I think we'll just help to give it some structure. Do I need this? Okay, I need this outside. This, you know, really flimsy looking habitats are a bit... Somehow this habitat gives me, like, lion or jaguar vibes. Not necessarily red pandas. Might just be the steel mesh. Maybe. But I didn't want to use glass. I don't really think that. But well. What am I doing here? Because he... Hmm. Yes, I could do another layer of wall here. So to basically do like a little tower thing. I'm not sure if I like it. I'm gonna test it. You know, I'll decide whether you like testing it. Basically have a little second floor here. That would only work if this had a roof, right? It might work. The stone makes it look too much like the enclosure for a very rabid animal that's going to kill us all. Oh, I do like the concept. I just need to maybe switch to wood after all. Just maybe. Oh. Can you please make your own group? Please. Thanks. The eternal scrolly. So the basic idea is to have a house structure, right? That we're obviously going to break up with glass. It's not going to be solid wood. I just want a base structure. Fine, I'll do it manually. A base structure that actually works and looks like a base structure. So, you know, the whole habitat basically has well, not a second floor per se, but the wrong button. I'm going to hate myself for doing this when I have to erase most of the building just to place glass or whatever. Oh, look, it's one of the tapirs. Yay! Yes, visitors, this very ugly thing is going to be a habitat. This already annoys me. Hang on. Okay. We have research completed. Great. Which means it is time for the researcher to go back to the transport rights. So do you want my transport rights to be nice, be explored at the end of the day? So what I'm going to do with this, right, is I'm going to... Maybe I'll use glass here. I don't want to make the whole habitat glass. Once again, just from my standpoint of, I don't want to cook my animals. Well, I suppose it's a good house. It can have a couple windows. Not everyone instantly dying from heat stroke. And open up the bottom. Kind of like this to make it more of like an animal house. Want to open this up. Maybe more in the back. So there's this little front thing. We have a... What's going on? Oh, are there too many frogs? Are you freaking out? There's too many frogs. There. No more too many frogs. Now you can be happy. Happy little frogs. Now the question is, do I do another layer of fence or do I just keep it at this height? and kind of put a roof on it. Because if I want to use trees, I need to go higher. But I also don't really like. It looks like a habitat that would require a top floor. Didn't really plan on doing a top floor. Also, I just realized I wanted to put the staff entrance over here, but I can't really do that. I'm gonna have to fiddle around and just hope that my staff can disregard the obvious placement of chain link fence in its way and just walk through it. I mean, that's probably gonna work, right? As if. Can I please touch the door? Okay, there we go. Now just kind of weaving that around the habitat. I'm not even going to start with that because these are, I mean, they're not monkeys, but they'll behave like them. Meaning we'll have them climbing on all the walls anyways. Whee! Aggressive clicking. Yeah. Can you please connect things? So we do have a habitat here, I think, now, right? You are a habitat, right? Right? Can't really touch the door because of the paneling. Oh, I can. Perfect. Yeah, you know, that's a decent habitat. Still not 100% sure about the actual, you know, shape of it, but I think it's okay. It will serve its purpose. So let's just have our pandas placed there. We are thankfully making a lot of money, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, did the tapir already grow up? Yeah. Storage, please. Wait, you never told me you had a baby? Where is it? Where is the baby pangolin? Oh no, you have crappy stats, don't you? No, these are okay. These are okay. I just need one with large size. Like, that is fine. That is okay. I can work with that. I can probably find that. Easier to find than another animal with all stats being okay. So I think that's doable, actually. I'm gonna do a roof. Oh no, okay, they're arriving. We don't need a roof. It's pangolin time. Did I just call them pangolins? Panda time. I'm so sorry, little one. Hello. You mean this doesn't count as hot shelter? Oh, this doesn't have a roof. Yeah. Maybe you need a roof for something to count as hard shelter. Who would have guessed? Me, never, never. Nope. I could never think of that. They do want plants, which they shall get, and also other stuff, so... Just make sure we have everything in the habitat that they'll need to be, happy little red pandas. Like a cardboard box, the most important of all things. I love these natural bridges. They look so fun. If only placing them was also fun. Usually not. But like, you know, you can just... It doesn't even have to lead anywhere. I guess it would be funner if it led to the window, right? Like... Climb up to the window and then the visitors could see them. Can I change the colors a bit? Yeah. Right, and then they could have like a little... Can't place two. I can place one. Some way to get up to it. There's these platforms, but they're kind of tiny. Why do you always spawn in at an angle? What if I just want my 90-degree platforms? Then what? Make them a little bedding here. I think that should actually work. I'm not sure if that works or not. These branches somehow don't look like they belong on this tree. But okay. Live with it. I'm not sure if that works out quite the way I wanted to. Maybe if I just make sure that they fully overlap. That looks okay, actually. I mean, I still don't know if they can actually use it to get up there. Building these kind of things is really fun, but figuring out whether something will work or not is always like the biggest murder mystery of the century. They have access to water. The water should still be cleaned by this plant over there. Yeah, of course they're getting a rubber ducky. And a ball. That should... That's enough to make them happy. They can climb up here, I think. But they cannot climb up here. So I'm going to have to redo that. Welcome to it's going to take me 10 years to build a habitat because it has climbable elements. It's just a regular like 4-meter log branch thing will do, right? It's not the most creative, but they should be able to use it to get up there. Yeah. So this is technically speaking all the, you know, transversable, climbable, whatever space they need. Which is kind of funny when you think about it. Obviously they're going to get a bit more than that. I'll also place a bowl up there. No, not up there. Please. No, okay. I guess not. What's wrong with that? Oh, it's too hot. Yeah. And why are you in a box again? What are these boxes? So yeah, these lads here don't really like the tropical weather. So we're going to have to install a cooler system. Like this. Which means that out of realism, I would like most of this to be roofed. And also the chain link fence doesn't really make sense when I'm trying to cool down the place. But, you know... Guests, shut up. Just kindly... yeah, okay. If they want to pay more, you know... I'm not going to stop them. I'm just not sure why they're so insistent on it. These roofs are really cute. Look at that. I could do that in a green color palette. Yeah, okay. You know what? I like this roof. Oh no, I just deleted my color palette, didn't I? Oh no. Yeah. It's a little much if, you know, your general habitat is already really colorful or whatever. But I guess if you have a more neutral... Oh no. Oh no. I have to realign my walls. Why Planet Zoo, why? I had the suspicion that it was going to happen. This suspicion has proven true. I have to realign my... Thankfully, I didn't do anything complicated with the walls, so it's not too much of a problem. There we go. And then we can just go grab our roof, and move it. No, move the... Thanks, please, let me... Okay, it's an interesting build. I think that's what I'm gonna say about it right now. It could be worse, it could also be better. I'm okay with it. I might touch it up at some point when, you know, some more habitats are built. But for now, this will work. So now they have their shelter. Now we need some plants for them. So these are Asian, taiga, and temperate, which means we actually don't have anything tropical here. Means I finally get to place different plants. Yay! Obligatory cherry blossom tree, because I can't do a habitat for these without a cherry blossom tree. Might be a little cliche, but... Wait, can you please? I know that I'm asking for a lot, but can you please be straight? The discrimination of trees. It's gonna make a cute little habitat, and then at some point I'll figure out what I'm actually doing with the habitat barriers of doom. It's like you don't always want to use the same thing, but using different things looks weird. So you're torn between using the same thing that works or using a different thing that may or may not work. And then either the different thing works and you're really happy because you found something new that works, or you have something that doesn't work. Now, I feel like this could work for some animals. Maybe if I just replace it with grass, actually. That's probably gonna help by a decent amount. Literally to just replace it with grass. With grass. With glass. Not with grass. No grass replacement in this game. We keep our grass the way we get it. Putting up some tree here. Oh, that would be so cool, actually. Let me just see if I have access to, Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, other plant, but I have access to this one. At this point, it is not a choice I make. It is a choice that has been made for me by the game that was supplying me with these plants. You know, just putting some greenery on there, and by greenery I mean all the wisteria. Every element of wisteria I can find. It's just gonna hang down there. Aww. It might be a bit much, but okay. Allowed to be a bit much. I didn't get any pink in any of the other habitats, okay. It's weird. I don't like pink in general. Like, it's one of my least favorite colors for just about anything. It's right up there with wonky yellow and that kind of green where you're not sure whether it's green or yellow or brown, and it's a little bit of everything. And you know, black that has faded slightly, so it's kind of gray, but you know that it was supposed to be black and it faded. Those are like my least favorite colors. Pink is up there too, but for some reason I like using pink plants for my habitats. I don't know, maybe it's because it makes everything look so, you know, kind of fairy tale and like and pretty. I have no clue. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. Olive trees don't really fit. And I like these, but the color is a little much when you already have color. So instead, I'll have one of these saplings. I do want to give them like a relatively large amount of trees so they can actually climb around. Because, you know, we don't want our animals to be confined to a fate of not climbing. Fortunate. Obligatory row of plants. Because I don't know why, but I just prefer them this way. That should line up. Close enough. I let that's okay, you know, that counts. It's okay. But yeah, this is what most of my habitats usually look like. If I have access to these kind of plants. It's also what probably 90% of my current sandbox zoo looks like. I will be uploading an episode of that again as well. I'm just still recording it. It's always a bit more work to do that because I have to actually figure out proper builds, unlike here where I just doink things down and then hope that it fits. I mean, it usually does, but you know, since that one is a big sandbox zoo, I try to get it to work decently well. Can I have tempered rocks, please? Thank you. But I am working on it as well, because I do want to eventually finish that zoo. Will I ever manage to? I don't know, honestly. It's a project. I'm probably just going to, you know, do some building in my free time and then upload sped up versions or whatever, because if I keep recording every episode, we'll never be done. Hey, you know, the house looks kind of silly. The roof was... I thought the roof would be a good idea, but now the roof looks silly, so I'm gonna get a different roof. It's like, it was great, but in execution it looked a bit wonky, probably because the whole habitat is so bright already with all of the flowers. So I'm gonna go for my other roof. Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite roof, but I think it looks a bit better. It looks a little less, I wouldn't want to say aggressive, it just forces itself into your view less. So how do you two like your habitat? Is it a nice habitat? Is it a nice habitat? Oh, you're just, okay. Just go hide in the bushes. Sure. Why not? Let's just take a look at the, rates list. Okay. That's pretty good conditions already. But I do want the research bonus, obviously, so it's time for one of our researchers to move. Maybe the Chinese pangolin one? And yeah, we'll also need science here and all that, but we're going to do that in the next episode because it's been 35 minutes and, you know, I can't keep making episodes like this. As always, I hope you enjoyed it and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye!